Hello, everybody. Welcome into tonight's broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live tonight. It is already day 5 at the U.S. Open, which means it's the first day of the third round. And in prime time at the U.S. Open from Arthur Ashe Stadium, it's Canada's Leylah Fernandez as the heavy underdog taking on third-ranked Naomi Osaka of Japan. And I pick up the action here in the middle of the first set, in the latter stages of the first set, I should say. And what a first set it's been, currently 5-all. And it's Fernandez on serve. Osaka just moments ago held serve to extend this first set. But Fernandez certainly with no fear coming into this match. And that's been on full display here in the opening set. We'll also be getting you updated on all the other action taking place at Armstrong and Grandstand later on. But the featured match will be Fernandez against Osaka for day 5 or night 5 coverage of the U.S. Open, and the winner of today's matches and tomorrow's matches on to the round of 16. Love 30 here. Fernandez down by a couple points on serve. Oh, wow. And a perfectly placed forehand shot from Naomi Osaka. She caught the line. It's now love 40. And it's triple break point for Naomi Osaka. What's going on, Gisiro? Welcome in, man. Hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for joining the stream. And so let first service from Fernandez. This match about 34 minutes in, supposed to start at 7 p.m. Eastern time, as is typically the case for the first match of the prime time window. But because of that marathon Tsitsipas Alcaraz match in which the 18-year-old Alcaraz pulled off the upset, this match started about an hour after it was supposed to. And there's the break point for Osaka. 6-5. She takes the lead here in set number 1, and she'll serve for the set after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Last game, it was Naomi Osaka with a crucial break, and she'll now serve for the set because of that break last game. A golden opportunity to shut the door here on set number 1. And how about that powerful forehand shot? A winner for Osaka, 15 love, and Fernandez now up against it as she needs to break to force a tie break in this opening set. You have to think if Fernandez wants a shot in an upset, this first set is one she may have to win. And it's not looking good as Osaka this time serves up her 5th ace at 114 miles an hour, 30 love. Oh, wow. And Osaka making quick work here. Just a two-shot rally as the forehand winner makes it 40-love and triple set point for Naomi Osaka. That's it. An ace to cap off a dominant closing to the first set. The first set as a whole, not too comfortable for Osaka whatsoever, but she claims the last 3 games of the set, and she serves it out in style. 7-5. Naomi Osaka takes set number 1. She's halfway through to punching a ticket into the round of 16 at the U.S. Open. Second set coming your way right after this quick break. Welcome back, everybody. We're underway in the second set between Canada's Leylah Fernandez and Japan's Naomi Osaka. Osaka, of course, one of the favorites to win this U.S. Open, and she took the first set, 7-5. Never looked uncomfortable on serve. In fact, she won every service game of that set, and it came down to that crucial break at 5-all that allowed Osaka to win that first set. A quick tournament update for you. Over on Armstrong, after Auger Aliassime took the first set against Bautista Agut, it's Bautista Agut with a 4-3 second set lead. Mertens won the first set against Ons Jabeur on the women's side, and it's currently Mertens up 4-2 in the second set over Jabeur. That match over at Grandstand, heading into the prime time window. 30-love here with Fernandez on serve. What's going on, Song and Vaughn? Welcome in to the stream. Appreciate it. And that's a very nicely played point by Fernandez once more. Coming to the net aggressively, and no answer from Osaka. It's 40-love, game point for Leylah Fernandez. My thoughts on the USA performance last night? Yeah, Vaughn, I thought it was disappointing. Yeah, I thought they underperformed. I mean, yes, it's a point on the road. Considering how poorly they played, I guess, it's good that they at least got a point out of it on the road in that hostile environment, but I still wanted more. And yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed by their performance. I thought it was a poor performance overall, but hopefully they can improve upon that performance Sunday night against Canada on home territory. And Fernandez takes the first game of the second set with ease, not losing a single point. We'll see what Leylah Fernandez can do here in the second set, because she played Osaka pretty tough in that opening set, and we'll see if she can keep that up here in the second set to stay alive. It's a good question, Song. Federer, Nadal, or the Joker? Who's the GOAT? Oh man. My favorite player is Roger Federer, so I do like Federer the most out of all of them. So I'm gonna say Federer, but man, it's close. I mean, they're all three of the best players to ever play, no doubt about it. So it's definitely tough to say. As Osaka's on serve, up 15-love. Ooh, and the down the line backhand shot couldn't quite make it over for Fernandez. It's 30-love. Next match, next match on Ash Stadium will be Rublev against Tiafoe. I think that match is going to have a lot of fireworks in it. That's just a prediction. That should be a whole lot of fun. Whenever Tiafoe's on the court, it usually is quite a bit of entertainment for the spectator. And Rublev, an interesting player as well. And how about Osaka? She's been dominant on serve. Another ace for her, and it's 1-all early on in set number 2. Nice night in New York. The roof open at Ash. The lights beaming down at the main court at the U.S. Open. Yeah, Vaughn, I'm glad that the NHL officially announced that their players are allowed to go to the Olympics. Yeah, I'm glad because, the Olympics are about seeing the best athletes compete. So I'll be much more interested in hockey now at the Olympics with the NHL players playing. And there's Fernandez once again playing aggressive on serve to the net and winning the point, pinning Osaka back beyond the baseline. Yeah, very true, Song. Yeah, Djokovic is very technical, and then Federer and Nadal are extremely popular players. Yeah, we're seeing at this U.S. Open, not a whole lot of fans appear to like Djokovic. I mean, maybe that's harsh to say, but we've been seeing in Djokovic's matches that the fans have been booing him at times. Now, I'm not the biggest Djokovic guy myself. I think he can be a poor sport at times, but I definitely respect how great of a player he is, no doubt about that. By the way, another tournament update, Auger Aliassime and Bautista Agut tied at 4-all in the second set after Auger Aliassime took the opening set, and Mertens is one game away from closing out Ons Jabeur. It's 5-2 in the second set after Mertens took the opening set. It's now 40-love in Fernandez's favor. Game point for her. Yes, Michael. Thanks for tuning in from work. I appreciate that, man. Yes, Osaka apparently did change her clothes. I didn't see most of the first set, but that's what I heard. And there's Osaka with the backhand winner. No, I understand, Michael. I understand completely. Yeah, apparently at one of the changeovers in the first set, I believe at 4-3, she changed her clothes for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I was at my high school's football scrimmage, so I didn't see the that happen, but I heard about it. So yeah, I believe you are correct on that, Michael. I'll be back after a quick break. Early second set, Fernandez holding serve. Osaka will try to bounce back after this. And welcome back. Yeah, no problem, Michael. Thank you, man, for tuning in. Although I definitely don't want to distract you from work, but I understand that you want to stay up to date with all the action at the U.S. Open. So much appreciated, man. As we are underway in the fourth game of the second set, Osaka's backhand shot into the net. The winner of this one faces Angelique Kerber, the 16th ranked player in the world from Germany, in the round of 16 on Sunday. So it doesn't get easier from here on out. Kerber, obviously, a very good opponent. Now 15 all. Osaka on serve, trailing by a game here in the second set. I know, Song. I know, man. It's very true. Yeah. On the when it comes to the men's side, there hasn't been a U.S. player that has really been relevant on the global stage, as you say, since Roddick. Who is up and coming? Well, there's a the one guy I look out for is Sebastian Corda. He's still very young, and I think he has a very bright future ahead. I don't really know what his ceiling is going to be, but he has a really bright future ahead. Unfortunately, he had to retire in the first round because of an injury. But yeah, Corda's one of them. I mean, he's the one I'd certainly keep an eye out for out of everyone else. Most of the other American men that have made appearances in majors are have been around for a little while, like Sock and Isner, Query, of course. They've all been around for a while, and obviously they're not star players, but Corda has potential. I feel like Corda certainly has the potential to be special in the future, and that backhand shot sails long from Fernandez. So another quick service game for Naomi Osaka. It's now 2-all in the second set. Beautiful night in New York at the U.S. Open, Flushing Meadows. I've never been, would love to go. They're showing the overhead look of the facility. All the courts look so nice with the lights on. Fernandez now serving at 2-all. Another tournament update. Auger Aliassime has taken a 5-4 lead over Bautista Agut in the second set after he won the first set. And Mertens now up 5-4 on Jabeur in the second set after she took the opening set of that match over at Grandstand. 15-love. Do I think Serena will win another major, or is she done? Yeah, that's a very good question, Song. As much as I'd love to see her win another one, it's honestly 50-50 for me, but I'm leaning no, just because of of how hard it is, obviously, to win a major at her age in particular. And now she's been dealing with some setbacks and injuries. She's quickly running out of time. That's the reality. And players are only getting better in the women's game, and it's really wide open too on the women's side, with so many great players, or good players at least, that have the potential to spring a surprise, as we've seen this year. So I fear not. I fear not, Song, but I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to see Serena win one last major, and I certainly have no doubt that she's determined to get that done. And I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up doing so, but my head is telling me that she won't, sadly. But yeah, it's definitely a good question, as it's 30-all now. Later on Ash Stadium, it's Andre Rublev against Frances Tiafoe. We all know the crowd will be pulling hard for the American Frances Tiafoe, but he'll certainly have a stern test on hand against the 5th-ranked Andre Rublev of Russia. And there's an ace from Fernandez, 40-30. That ace 100 miles an hour on the dot. That's just her second ace. Osaka's had 8. And game point for Leylah Fernandez. Oh, wow. And a miss hit on the return. Not sure what happened there on Osaka's forehand, but Fernandez holds serve again. She takes a 3-2 lead in the second set. All right, we're going to toss it over to Louis Armstrong Stadium, where Auger Aliassime is currently serving for the set. He won the opening set 6-3 over Bautista Agut and is now up 5-4. And after that ace 40 love, it's triple set point for another Canadian. This time on the men's side, Auger Aliassime ranked 12th in the world against the Spaniard opponent, Bautista Agut, ranked 18th. Let first service. This match an hour and 28 in over at Armstrong. Triple set point here for Auger Aliassime. And that is it. An ace to cap off a second set. 6-3, 6-4. And Auger Aliassime certainly in very good shape to close this one out, perhaps in straight sets. He'll try to do that coming up next at Armstrong. Meanwhile, back over at Ash, it's 3-2. Fernandez in front in the second set after Osaka took the opening set 7-5. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Night 5 at the U.S. Open here in the third round of action. Great crowd on hand. Full capacity crowd. All these spectators required to show proof of vaccination upon entry. And Osaka really picking up from where she left off. That's another unreturnable serve, 15 love. Oh, wow. And Fernandez went for the one-handed backhand slice. Couldn't get it over. 30 love. That was one of the longer rallies, considering how good both players have been on serve, especially Osaka. And there's Osaka with a perfectly placed backhander right in the corner. 40 love and a quick game point for her. That's the 21st winner for Naomi. And the return into the net. 3-all. Osaka really dominant on serve. I mean, she is winning her service games in a minute, it feels like. So 3-all second set. And look at the first serve percentage in the second set for both players. Very good. Fernandez 86%. Osaka right there at 85%. And now Fernandez back on serve, looking to once more reclaim the lead in this set. Beautiful. Oh, no, it was wide. I thought it was a good-looking forehand shot, but it was just marginally wide from Fernandez. Love 15. You hope I call NFL games because you don't get NFL games in Korea. Yeah, absolutely, Song. I'll be doing plenty of NFL games. I'm a huge Patriots fan, so I'll try to do as many Patriots games as I can do, and even outside of the Patriots, I'll be doing a number of NFL games outside of the Patriots, in particular primetime games. So yeah, I'll try to do a good amount of Patriots games and then other games throughout the league as well. Most definitely, man, as it's now love 30. Fernandez, if she loses this service game, could be in some serious trouble. Fernandez to the net, and Osaka couldn't get it over on the backhand shot. 15-30. Fernandez back into the game. Do I like Mac over Cam? Yeah, absolutely, Song. Absolutely, man. I'm happy to see that Mac Jones will be our starter. I mean, after last year with the Cam Newton debacle, I just wasn't wasn't ready to go through that again. Didn't want to see that again, especially since we drafted a real quality quarterback in Mac Jones. I think it's only right that he's the starter. And based on training camp and preseason, I think Jones has proven he's ready. And the Patriots clearly think the same. So yeah, I do like Mac over Cam, and I'm looking forward to what Jones can do as the starter. I'm optimistic this season. We'll see. We'll see how it goes for the Patriots. And there's Fernandez once again playing aggressive. A winner at the net, 40-30. She now has 3 straight points and a game point here coming up. That was beautifully played. And yeah, when Fernandez has been on serve, coming to the net has been effective for her. See if she can close out the game here. Second serve coming as we are just about an hour into the match, 58 minutes at Ash Stadium. Oh, what a backhand shot. She clipped the line. Osaka with no return. And Fernandez back in front. Holds serve again. It's 4-3. The Canadian leads the second set. I'll be back after this break. We've got a good match here on Arthur Ashe Stadium, night 5 at the U.S. Open. Seven straight holds to start the second set. Will Osaka make it 8 as this match reaches the hour mark? Osaka serving to try to tie up the second set once more. Forehand shot from her is long. Love 15 right off the bat. I'll tell you what, credit to Leylah Fernandez. As I said, from the start, she's shown that she's fearless. Doesn't matter that, Osaka is the opponent. She's got nothing to lose, and it's a great bounce back from Osaka. Backhand shot. Fernandez couldn't get the return over. Look at the second set service points won. Fernandez 16 of 20, Osaka 13 of 15. Now it's 15 all. Another strong serve and the forehand finish. 30-15. Osaka back in her groove. That's the 9th forehand winner for her. Fernandez, on the other hand, has had 3. Yeah, Vaughn, I actually did know that China was in hockey for the Olympics. Yeah, it's funny you say that. I wouldn't have known that before today because I was looking at an article about, the NHL allowing their players to play in the Olympics, and it actually had the groups listed there. I didn't even realize the U.S. and Canada were in the same group, which is crazy. But yeah, I saw China listed in there. So yeah, that's surprising. Now 40-15, game point for Naomi Osaka. And there it is, another hold for Naomi Osaka. Both players have been just fine on serve. A reminder that the college football season kicks off with a bang tomorrow night with the Duke's Mayo Classic between 5th-ranked Georgia and 3rd-ranked Clemson. That's 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific tomorrow from Charlotte, North Carolina. Now at 4-all, it's Fernandez serving. Do I want to know how they're in the Olympics? Sure. Is it? It's not because they're. Oh, is it because they're the host, Vaughn? Is that what it is? It probably is. Now that I'm thinking about it, are they? Is the only reason they made it for hockey because they're the hosts? That might be the reason. I'm not entirely sure. Another tournament update: Bautista Agut and Auger Aliassime currently at 1-all in the third set after Auger Aliassime took the first 2 sets. And Mertens is leading Jabeur 6-5 in a very closely contested second set after Mertens won the opening set 6-3. Trying to close out Jabeur, but Jabeur not making it easy on Mertens to do so. 30-love now with Fernandez serving. Oh, she tried to go down the line. Osaka put it wide. 40-love. Game point for Leylah Fernandez. Yeah, that's why, Vaughn. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I won't say I agree with it, but yeah, that well, you know the answer to that, Vaughn. I don't even have to answer that. You would love to see American football in the Olympics, not in your lifetime. Yeah, I'm not sure that would work, song, to be honest with you, as Fernandez caps off a strong service game with an ace. She's back in front of the second set, 5-4. I'm back after this. Back and forth, Osaka and Fernandez go in set number 2. Welcome back, everybody, and what a second set here. Osaka down 4-5 on serve. 66 minutes into the match, Osaka took the opening set 7-5. Another close set here as Fernandez tries to force a third set. And what a great forehand winner from beyond the baseline. Osaka places that one perfectly in the left corner. Makes it 15-love. And just like that, an ace from Osaka makes it 30-love. What's up, Gisairo? Yes, man. I love soccer as well. And there's another ace, back-to-back, 113 miles an hour this time. And Osaka in the double digits, 10th ace of the match. Game point for her. Oh, well played point. Fernandez with the forehand winner to the corner, 40-15 now. And yeah, you could tell from the beginning of that rally, Fernandez had the upper hand. Still down 2 points here in the game. Oh, and what a return this time from Fernandez. 40-30. And what looked like a simple game for Osaka all of a sudden is turning into one that's making her sweat at least a little bit. But maybe not too much, because Osaka responds with an ace down the middle. 108 miles an hour this time, her 11th of the match. And we're knotted again in the second set. 5-all is the score. Well, this is the exact point last set where Osaka had a break. Fernandez can't afford that this time around. She serves to reclaim the second set lead. Oh, the backhand went wide from Fernandez. Love 15. You're watching the match on TV, but listening to my commentary. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that song. Thanks so much, man. Oh, and another unforced error. Fernandez really hurting herself here in this game. Now love 30 as she put it wide. That's her 8th unforced error in the second set. And Osaka 2 points away from the first break of the second set by either player. Oh, wow. The backhand return from Osaka clipped the line, and getting her footing all wrong was Fernandez. It's now love 40. Another tournament update quickly. Auger Aliassime now up 2-1 over Bautista Agut in the third set after he won the opening 2 sets. So he's looking for a straight sets victory over on Armstrong. Triple break point here. Golden chance for Naomi Osaka. Well, that's better from Fernandez. An ace at just 89 miles an hour. The placement was key. Break point number 2. Oh, and this time Osaka with the error. Backhand shot sails long, 30-40. And break point number 3 on the way. Perhaps the pressure getting to Osaka here. The winner will face Angelique Kerber in the round of 16 on Sunday. Second serve coming from Leylah Fernandez. Trying to force a deuce from down love 40. Oh, wow. It's clinical from Naomi Osaka. Tremendous shot. Backhand down the line. No chance for Fernandez. And in the exact same moment as the first set, Osaka breaks and will serve for the set and serve for the match after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back in, everybody. A reminder that coming up at Ash Stadium, it'll be the American Francis Tiafoe taking on Russia's Andrei Rublev. Promises to be a great match. Meanwhile, here it's Osaka up 6-5, serving for the match. She puts that forehand shot wide. Love 15. Fernandez needing to break to stay alive. Osaka, by the way, seeking her 17th straight major match win. Let's see if she can get it done in this game. Just too much power from Osaka for Fernandez to handle. Now 15 all. That backhand is just too much to handle at times. Fernandez well aware of the stakes here. Oh, wow. Another perfectly placed shot. Although, was it long? Yes, it was. It was just long. It was the right idea by Osaka trying to go up the line on the forehand. But it's 15-30. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Dinam. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Do I see Djokovic as the GOAT if he can complete the calendar slam? I probably do. Yes, I have to admit. Even though I am a Federer fan, I would probably have to say that if Djokovic were to complete the slam here at this U.S. Open, I would probably consider him the GOAT. Yes, and that forehand shot is long from Osaka, 15-40. And it's Fernandez with a double break point. How about this? And Fernandez hasn't had a single break point opportunity yet tonight. This will be her first one. And what a chance. Going to the other question. Do I think Federer can return and compete for Grand Slams again? I think he can. Obviously, he's running out of time. But yeah, I think he does have a shot. But it is a great question. It is a great question as that backhand return is into the net from Fernandez. Second break point coming. It's now 30-40. But yeah, if Federer makes a healthy recovery, I still believe that he has the potential to compete for Grand Slams again. I don't know how many more. I'm not, talking about long term, but in the next year or two, I think he's still got a shot. And oh my goodness, a completely mishit forehand shot. And Fernandez breaks right back. It's 6-all in the second set. We go to a second set tie break. And how about that gutsy effort from the Canadian to stay alive? In 2021, Fernandez, a 1-2 tiebreak record. Osaka, on the other hand, 2-1. And it will be Fernandez serving the first point of the second set tiebreak. Great start. The return is long from Osaka. Osaka will now serve the next 2 points that Love won. Tournament update again. Bautista Agut and Auger Aliassime tied at 2-all in the third set. Remember, Auger Aliassime won the opening 2 sets of that match over at Armstrong. Second serve from Osaka coming up. Oh, wow. How about that? Forehand shot wide from Osaka. She appeared to be in control of the entire point. But it's now to Love Fernandez. And Osaka expressing some frustration. She was about to slam the racket, thought better. Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Hopefully that's not the way it ends for him. And it certainly is going to be a tense tiebreak indeed. It already is in the early stages. Osaka serving at Love 2. And another unforced error. Backhand shot is long. It was another point where it seemed like surely Osaka would win the point. And credit to Fernandez. She's just staying in these points, not really looking for winners right now because she knows that Osaka is slumping at the moment, committing some unforced errors. So Fernandez just trying to keep the ball in play, and it's been paying off. 3-love, and she'll serve the next 2 points. And there it is again, and Osaka slams the racket. She is furious right now. Her forehand shot beyond the baseline again. And I've never seen this type of behavior from her. In all honesty, I've never seen her get this frustrated on the court. That's something I admire about her, how calm she usually is, even in moments where things aren't going her way. But boy, is she getting hot right now, and the forehand return is long. It's now 5-love, and she slams her racket again. Quite the scene here, and she has to be careful. And the chair umpire is Alison Hughes of Great Britain. And Osaka will have to be very careful going forward, or else she could be docked a point. That backhand effort from Fernandez is wide. And finally, Osaka wins her first point of the tiebreak as the players will switch ends at 1-5 with Osaka serving. Wow, this is quite fascinating how this the end of the set is playing out. Osaka not happy at all with herself. And remember, at first she was about to slam the racket, thought better and held up. And then later, as the troubles continued, she eventually threw it down. And then a point later, she'd do it again. She'll have to regain her composure. And she's clearly just lost complete focus. Forehand shot wide, set point for Leylah Fernandez at 6-1. The 18-year-old Canadian with a chance to force a third and decisive set. And indeed, Song, I'm just seeing your comment now. A third set could very well be coming. Set point here. That's better from Osaka. 6-2. Well, the crowd's certainly getting their money's worth. This has been a great battle thus far. Second set point for Leylah Fernandez. That is it. Forehand return is long, and we are heading to a third and final set. Leylah Fernandez, the young Canadian, pulls off a second set comeback from down 6-5 to winning the tiebreak. Off we go to the third set, and it's Fernandez with the momentum on her side. I'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everybody. It was Osaka winning the first set 7-5. It was Fernandez claiming the second set 7-6. She won the tiebreak in comfortable fashion, actually. And we go to a third and decisive set, and anything can happen now. Naomi Osaka, during that commercial break, went off into the locker room. Or apparently she actually went into the bathroom. So perhaps taking a bathroom break. Clearly an emotional Naomi Osaka, and that was on full display, particularly at the end of that set in the tiebreak. And you wonder how she'll be able to bounce back, as she has returned to the court as we speak. And what's going on, Nate? Welcome in, man. Hope you're doing well on this Friday night. And what a match here between Leylah Fernandez and Naomi Osaka. Osaka given a warning in the tiebreak, threw her racket down multiple times. And yeah, a frustrating end to that second set for Naomi Osaka. So how does she battle back here in the third set and regain her composure? Because that will be a key, since the momentum is now on Fernandez's side after winning that second set. And so this will be quite an intriguing final set, to say the least. As Osaka tries to settle down before taking the court for this third set. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. And Osaka ready to go. Fernandez went back as well into the locker room, it appeared. So she's back out, ready for the third set as well. And here we go. Have I started college? No, Nate. I'm a senior in high school, so I'll be in college a year from now. But no, I still have one more year of high school here. So yeah, I'm in my senior year of high school. So Osaka on serve, and apparently after that set, Osaka did apologize to the chair umpire. That is something of note. So here we go, the third set underway. And thank you, Centrist, for tuning in. Hey, women's tennis is awesome. I love all forms of tennis: men's tennis, women's tennis. I love just about any sport. So give it all to me. I enjoy it all, and I mean, obviously, certain people have certain opinions, but thanks, Kevin, for tuning in. Is the USA playing right now for in what the U.S. Open? A USA player in tennis, you mean? Or are you talking about? Obviously, U.S. soccer is not what you're talking about, since they played last night. They'll next be in action on Sunday. I appreciate that, Centrist. I appreciate it. 30-15, Osaka serving in the first game of the final set. That forehand shot into the net, 30-all. Okay, yeah, I thought you were talking about tennis. No, Francis Tiafoe of the U.S. will be in action later tonight. So he will be on the court later on, Ash, after this match. I mean, Osaka, she did grow up in the U.S., but she was born in Japan, and she represents Japan, so she's not officially American. She represents Japan. So Bautista Agut, by the way, has taken a 4-3 third set lead over Auger Aliassime. Auger Aliassime won the first two sets. Bautista Agut looking to avoid a straight sets defeat at least. You're a freshman, Nate? Okay, very good. Yep. Yeah, my brother and sister are freshmen. They're twins, so yeah, freshman year's a good time. Freshman year's a good time. And there it is, Fernandez with a break to open up the third set. How about that? Wow. So Fernandez with the third set lead early on as she breaks. And let me just fix the scoreboard here. But yeah, towards the end of that second set, Osaka just completely lost her rhythm. She just completely lost her rhythm, and the emotions took over. And I don't know. We'll see how she bounces back, but it's not the best start to this third set by any means. Yeah, they did tie yesterday, Kevin. So, but saying they might not make it to the World Cup is silly. That's the first of 14 games in qualifiers. So let's not panic just yet. A point is, it's fine on the road. Obviously, I would have liked a better performance and a victory, but it's far from the end of the world. Just the first of 14 qualifier games. Fernandez on serve, love 15. Yeah, I agree, Song. Anisimova definitely has a lot of potential. Yeah, she's one of my favorite American players to watch. Yep, she has a lot of potential, most definitely. And a real good rally here. The backhand shot from Osaka into the net. And it's 15 all. Well, I think you're overreacting a bit, Kevin. I mean, Berhalter won Nations League, won Gold Cup. I mean, we have to put some of the blame on the players too, for underperforming last night. And so just hold the brakes on that. You want Honduras to make it, Nate, so they can be in the book? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be a huge deal for Honduras if they made it, of course. And yeah, this could be a crazy upset. Do I see Osaka finding a way? Right now, no, in all honesty. Obviously tennis is a game of momentum shifts. So Osaka could very well turn it around, middle of the third set, but at this moment in time, it's not looking good for her. It's not looking good for her whatsoever. 30-15. Oh, and that went over. Everything's going Fernandez's way. Off the net and over, and Naomi Osaka fires a ball into the crowd, once again expressing her frustration. (40-15). And an ace to end it off. Leylah Fernandez is locked in right now. She takes a 2-love lead to open up this third set. Well, to say all blame on the coach, that's not fair at all, Kevin. What do you mean for not taking it seriously? He took it seriously. And that return from Fernandez is long. You can see the crowd's trying to get behind Osaka here. It's now 15-love. First serve just long. Great return from Fernandez. And what a rally. And there's the winner from Fernandez. Came to the net. And the forehand finish. Commanding the point. And winning the point. It's now 15 all. Oh, wow. And a great return by Fernandez. Got caught up. The ball got caught up underneath Osaka's feet. 15-30. Yeah, this match did turn around quickly. It really did. I mean, it's hard to think that just a little while ago, Osaka was serving for the match at 6-5 in the second set. What football soccer club do I support? Good question. Yeah, so I'm from the U.S. I'm from Massachusetts. So my local club is the New England Revolution. So they're my favorite MLS team. Um, and they actually just won against the Philadelphia Union. They're currently the best team in the league in MLS. And then I also watch a bunch of the top leagues in Europe. My dad's from Portugal, so my favorite team in Portugal is Porto. I'm also a fan of Chelsea in the Premier League. On the international stage, I'm a diehard U.S. men's national team supporter, being from the U.S., and a big Portugal fan as well, since my dad's from Portugal. So yeah, those are the clubs and countries I support. Another update over at Armstrong: Bautista Agut leading Auger Aliassime 5-4 in the third set. Remember, Auger Aliassime took the first two sets. Dang, Kevin, you're being harsh on the U.S. tonight, man. 40 all. Osaka battling back here in this game, and another ace. Make it add in. Well, this is some great resiliency. 13th ace of the match at 108 miles an hour. Yeah, the Galaxy are I think they're having a pretty good season. I didn't expect them to do as well as they're playing, quite frankly. So yeah, I've been pretty impressed with the Galaxy thus far, but Revolution are still better than any other team in the league. And that's wide from Fernandez. So Osaka battles back in a much needed hold. It's now 2-1 Fernandez in the third set. I'm back after this break. What a match here at Ash. Welcome back. Early third set. Fernandez serving up 2-1. And she starts off this game on the right note, 15 love. Osaka with a crucial hold in the last game, or else she could have been in real danger of being upset. And at some point, Osaka, of course, will need to break. Could it be in this game right here? Well, that's a powerful serve. No return from Osaka. 30 love, Fernandez. Well, when it comes to what's at stake, Fernandez seeking her first win against top three opponent and her first major round of 16. Osaka trying to keep alive a 16-match win streak. Obviously, two very different sides of the story. Fernandez, very young, huge underdog, putting up a great fight And that's a solid return on the backhand from Osaka. Going down the line, 30-15. That's a real quality return from Naomi, who seemed to, at least for the moment, calm down a bit, which is exactly what she needs. She can easily get back into the set if she just calms her nerve. And that's an unlucky return. Off the top of the net. Didn't go over. 40-15. Game point for Leylah Fernandez. And can Fernandez reclaim the 2-game lead here in this final set? Not yet. She was down at her knees. Forehand shot into the net, 40-30. Another game point. Oh, that's beautiful. Forehand down the line. Osaka didn't see it coming, and Fernandez holds and reclaims a 2-game lead in this third set. Now it's 3-1. Fernandez still so young. She turns 19 years of age on Monday, as a matter of fact. Still 18 as we speak, however. And this is Osaka serving. Oh, wow. That's brilliant from Osaka. Great anticipation of the shot that Fernandez was in the midst of executing, because that was a nice forehand shot, quite frankly, from Fernandez to the corner, but then Osaka pulling off the cross-court backhand shot, and boy, was that perfectly executed. 15-love. Another tournament update. Bautista Agut has won the third set over Auger Aliassime, so that's going to a fourth set. Auger Aliassime up 2-1 now. Bautista Agut not going away just yet over at Armstrong. We'll continue to keep you posted. And there's another backhand winner from Naomi, 30-love. This is more like the Osaka we are accustomed to seeing. And the forehand return is long. 40-love. Osaka with game point. The crowd on the edge of their seats at at Ash Stadium. Oh, cross-court backhand. And that's a perfect shot, really, from Fernandez. 40-15. Game not done quite yet. Both these players coming up with some incredible shots. Each of them have had 7 backhand winners now. Oh, wow. So unlucky for Osaka. The forehand shot off the top of the net stayed on her side. Now 40-30. That's the 8th unforced error of the third set from Osaka. But she gets it done in the end. The return into the net. And Osaka holds in this service game. 3-2, Fernandez leading what's been a closely contested third set, and it's really been a closely contested match as a whole. I'm back after this quick break. Leylah Fernandez trying to pull off one of the biggest upsets thus far at this U.S. Open. And she's serving up 3-2 in the final set. Return into the net from Osaka, 15-love. Osaka won the first set 7-5, and then it was Fernandez winning the tiebreak in the second set. Here we are in the third set. Another tournament update over at Armstrong. Bautista Agut has won the opening game of set number 4 against Auger Aliassime. It's 2-1 in favor of Auger Aliassime in that one. Continue to keep you posted. Oh, what a rally that was. Osaka controlling the point, and too much ground to cover for Fernandez. Now 15 all. Osaka, if she can break here, that would be huge here in this third set. But the return's long. 30-15. Yeah, Osaka hasn't gotten enough returns in play as she would like. A reminder that next on Ash, it's Andre Rublev against the American and fan favorite Frances Tiafoe. Can't wait for that one, which could be a late night affair. Looks like that's going to start at 10:30 at the earliest, depending on how the rest of this third set plays out. Oh, it's beautiful. Osaka playing from the baseline. Strong backhand winner. It's now 30 all. Yeah, that's really good tennis from Osaka. Oh, wow. What an adjustment from Osaka, but she can't finish the point off on the right note. She stayed alive, but point goes to Fernandez. 40-30 game point. Yeah, Osaka was just wrong-footed, and she kept herself in the point for at least another shot, but in the end, couldn't recover. Oh, it's long. forehand shot sails beyond the baseline from Naomi Osaka. And Fernandez once more holds to take a 4-2 lead in the third set. A reminder, the winner of this match faces Angelique Kerber of Germany in the round of 16 on Sunday. That's what's at stake here. Osaka serving down by 2 games. And that's a great start, 15-love. Well, welcome in, John. Well, let's be nice. I know maybe everyone doesn't agree with what Kevin was saying, but let's keep it PG here in the chat. Bautista Agut, by the way, is now tied at 1 game apiece with Auger-Aliassime in the 4th set. 2-1. Auger-Aliassime in that match over at Armstrong. And that forehand return is long. 40-love, game point for Naomi Osaka. An hour 51 in the match. PG20. Oh, wow. Backhand error. Well wide from Fernandez. And so Osaka takes care of that service game with ease. It's 4-3 Fernandez in the 3rd and final set. You won't want to miss the ending. Stay tuned. Welcome back in, everybody. Thank you, Van, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Do I think Brad Guzan is too old for the U.S. men's national team? Well, I just don't think he's a good enough keeper to be on the U.S. men's national team. I don't really like to factor in age. Of course, it's a factor, but I don't really judge people off of how young or old they are. I judge them on how good they are, and I don't think Guzan is good enough to be on the national team, quite frankly. Plus, despite what I was saying on age, I think this team is trending towards the next generation. And the younger players overall, they're going with a more younger, youthful roster, I should say. Not entirely, but I don't see Guzan coming back into the picture, quite frankly, with the national team, because they have 3 quality goalkeepers on the roster, and Stefan Turner and Horvath. So yeah, I don't see it. Why does everyone trash him? You don't. I mean, I don't. I don't trash him. I don't trash him. I mean, Guzan's a solid goalie. Like he's a solid MLS goalie, but there are, a number of goalkeepers from the U.S. that are better than him, in my opinion, that deserve to be on the national team more than him. That's just my opinion. But that serve, 100 miles an hour from Fernandez, 40-15, and a quick game point for her. Yeah, that's fair, John. You are right. I've heard a lot of people that are just, you know, over the top, over the top trashing him. Well, like that's not deserved. He's decent. He's okay. He's okay, but like he's not terrible. He's not terrible. Imagine if Tim Howard was still playing. Yeah, I know. That would be great. Oh, and look at that forehand winner from Osaka, 15-love. Osaka serving to keep this match going. So the pressure is on here for Naomi Osaka. And that's an understatement. Oh, wow. What a rally. They're still going. Oh, and what a drop shot. Leylah Fernandez firing up the crowd at Ash Stadium. 14 shots, the longest rally tonight between these two. And that was a cheeky drop shot from Fernandez to finish off the point. It's 15-all. Do I think Howard's the best best goalie USA ever had? Yeah, I'd probably say so. I mean, Casey Keller was really good too, but yeah, I'd probably say Howard. Yeah, Howard was the best. And that forehand shot is long from Osaka. He's down 15-30. Fernandez 2 points away from arguably the biggest upset this tournament. The crowd certainly getting into it. And the chair umpire having to quiet down the electric crowd. It's a good bounce back from Osaka. Fernandez return sails long, 30-all. Will I be streaming any NWSL games this weekend? Probably not, John. It depends what I have going on. Probably not. I mean, there's a slim chance, I suppose. I think there's one game on CBS on Sunday. I forget who's playing, so that would be the only game I'd be able to do because I can't do the games that are on Paramount Plus. I think it's in the afternoon though, and I might be gone. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but I might not be able to. 40-30 now, Osaka, and Fernandez responds with the forehand winner. We head to a deuce. Yeah, John, I heard I heard a little bit about the Louisville coach. Yeah, I know he got fired. I read the article. I read an article about it, but I forget the exact reasons as to why he was fired. But yeah, I heard it was some crazy stuff. Yeah, I heard about that. There we go, 40-all. Oh, and how about an ace? Add in. And a big roar from the crowd. 117-mile-an-hour serve. 14th ace for Naomi Osaka. Game point. Here's the second serve from Osaka. Oh, wow. Fernandez once again answers the call. Forehand return is a winner, and we're back to a deuce. Oh, really? Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's wild, John. That's crazy, man. That's some whack stuff. Add in again for Osaka. Can she close out the game here? Yes, she can. It's an ace. And by the way, over at Armstrong, Bautista Agut and Auger Aliassime are tied at 2-all in the fourth set. Auger Aliassime leading 2-1. What a match here. Osaka stays alive. She'll need to break in this next game if she wants to stay alive in this tournament. So we'll see what she can do. I have no idea, John. I have no clue, man. So 5-4 is now the score here in the third and decisive set. Fernandez will serve for the match. Just past the 2-hour mark here at Ash Stadium. Wow. What an epic battle between these two players. A sold-out crowd, it appears, at Arthur Ashe Stadium, and every fan locked in. And still another match to come after this. So the fans have been in for a treat here in prime time on night 3 at the U.S. Open. And so here we go. The 18-year-old Canadian Leylah Fernandez serving for the match against Naomi Osaka, one of the favorites to win this tournament. Can she close it out here, Fernandez? Not the best of starts for Osaka. Backhand return is long. 15-love. 3 more points for Fernandez. Another tournament update. Bautista Agut 3-2 up on Auger Aliassime in the fourth set. And Fernandez serves up an ace. 30-love. 91 miles an hour into the far side. Osaka couldn't get there, and that's just the 6th ace for Fernandez, but it's a huge one. Yeah, that's crazy, John. It's like the coaching carousel in the NWSL. Yeah, I know. That's wild. Here we go, 30-love. Oh, wow. It's a superb drop shot from Fernandez. Osaka unable to get to it. It's 40-love and a triple match point for the teenage Canadian. A chance to close it out here. She'll get a couple tries at it as well. Osaka with her back against the wall. Game, set, match. Leylah Fernandez pulls off the unthinkable. From a set down, the 18-year-old pulls off the miraculous comeback. 5-7, 7-6, 6-4. And the crowd certainly appreciative of the effort from the big underdog tonight. Naomi Osaka bounced from the U.S. Open in the third round. Another early exit after she bowed out of the Olympics early on. She says goodbye to the crowd. A disappointing night for her, but Fernandez, just the better player on the night, and credit to her for her resilience, battling back, finding a way after dropping that first set, and what was a very close first set as well. And Fernandez gets the job done, defeating Osaka. Wow. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm still fine with O'Hara being a starter, although yeah, she is getting older. Dunn is certainly more of an attacking player. Um, I think Sonnet certainly deserves a spot, yeah, in the lineup. Short potentially as well. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, most definitely. I'll let you guys listen in to Leylah Fernandez's post-game thoughts before I sign off.
I guess I wanted to stay on the court a little bit longer. And I wanted to put on a show for everybody here. 1 hour was just not enough for me on court.
Well, you put on a tremendous show. At what point in the match did the belief come in that you felt that you could win against Naomi?
From the very beginning, right before the match, I knew I was able to win.
What went through your mind, Leylah, when you saw Naomi lose a little bit of her composure at the end of the first set?
Honestly, I wasn't focusing on Naomi. I was only focusing on myself and what I needed to do.
It seemed like you really enjoyed when the crowd started to get behind you. What difference did that make in the result?
It made a huge difference. Thanks to New York fans over here. They helped me get the win.
Finally, Leylah, you're into your first round of 16 at a major. You play another former champion in Angelique Kerber, another lefty. I know you want to enjoy this one, but what are your thoughts, early thoughts on that matchup?
It'll be a battle. We're just going to have fun. I'm going to put on the show like I did tonight, and we'll see how it goes.
You were outstanding. Congratulations and best of luck, Leylah.
Thank you.
Well, she certainly put on a show. The crowd, if they didn't already know who Leylah Fernandez was, they certainly know who she is now. In 2 hours and 4 minutes, she defeats Naomi Osaka in a 3-set thriller. A fantastic match. Every set worth the watch. 5-7, 7-6, 6-4. Absolute battle, and Fernandez comes out on top. Well, she'll hit some sign balls into the crowd for some lucky fans to claim. The fans were loving every second of this one between Osaka and Fernandez. And as you heard there in the post-match interview, next up for Fernandez, Angelique Kerber. It'll be another stern test, but the way she's playing with the amount of confidence she has, don't write off Leylah Fernandez. The youngster is playing with all the confidence in the world. And if you're an opponent of hers, you better watch out. Well, what a great comeback victory. And I appreciate all of you who were a part of tonight's broadcast. I couldn't come on from the start, but I'm glad I got to come on for the very end of more than the very end, but a good amount of this match, the end of the first set and beyond. It was a great match, great third round action, and it'll only get better from here. It'll only get better from here at the U.S. Open as the third round continues with the other half of the bracket on both the men's and women's sides taking the court tomorrow. And then, of course, Sunday will mark the start of the round of 16 and the start of week 2 already at the U.S. Open. And the field is being shrunken down day by day. And Leylah Fernandez, all smiles, rightly so, as she moves on at the U.S. Open. What an atmosphere tonight at Arthur Ashe Stadium. And it was certainly A lot of fun to cover this match. Yeah, lots of comments indeed, Kevin. Appreciate you and everyone else who tuned in tonight. It was a lot of fun. Leylah Fernandez defeats Naomi Osaka 5-7, 7-6, 6-4. One of the biggest upsets thus far at the U.S. Open. Down goes Osaka. The teenage sensation from Canada is on to the round of 16. I'm Samuel Reese saying good night. See you guys next time. Bye for now.